our stream. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So why don't we introduce ourselves?
Absolutely. Say
We'll start
hi
with
to
you.
us in the comments. Yeah, I'll start. Say hello to us in the comments. Tell us your name. Tell us where you come from. Tell us where you are now. Where are you watching us from? My name is Sophia. I come from London, but I am in Bologna now. I have lived in Bologna for 4 years and I work at my English school, Bologna Mille. I've worked there for 1 year and a half. What about you,
Fantastic.
Kate?
I am Kate. I am originally from the United States of America, from Portland, Oregon, but now I live in a small town called San Giovanni in Persiceto, which is about 20 minutes north of Bologna, but it's still quite close. And I have been working at Maes Bologna Mille for over a year now.
Fantastic, very nice. And our question for you today, because we will talk about traveling, what do you always have in your suitcase? This is our question for you today.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments your name, where are you from, and what do you always have in your suitcase?
Yeah.
What do you always have in your suitcase, Sophia?
When I travel, so I always have the necessary things. Obviously you need your identity document, so your ID card or your passport. These are obviously essentials. I also always have I always have a book when I'm traveling. I love reading. It's my favorite hobby. And especially when I'm traveling and I'm on a bus or on a train, especially on a plane, because obviously on the plane I cannot use my phone. I always have a book. So this for me is a necessity when I'm traveling and other times as well. What about for you, Kate?
Wonderful. Yeah, it's very similar. I do always have my identity documents as well. You need to. I always have toiletries. So this is an
Okay.
interesting word, toiletries. Toiletries are it's a noun.
It's a
And
collective noun.
it is a collective noun, fantastic.
Yeah.
And it refers to everything you need for the bathroom or the shower.
Exactly. Everything you need when you are preparing yourself for the day, usually.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
what might you find in your toiletries bag?
Ooh, very good question. So, for example, and here I have the definition here. What I usually have, so deodorant.
Absolutely.
I always have a toothbrush, obviously, and
Yes. And
toothpaste.
also the toothpaste. Yeah.
We need both.
Yeah.
I have a hairbrush.
Nice.
And
I also have usually some shampoo and some shower gel as well.
yes, good. We have someone. So
Hi, Andrea from Milan.
yeah, welcome to the stream. Let us know what you always have in your suitcase.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What else do we have in toiletries?
We have perfume if you're a woman, or cologne if you're a man. And
Yeah.
usually, what I do is I bring samples because
Okay, when you're traveling.
it's like I want to smell good, but perfume or cologne can be quite expensive. So
Yeah,
you don't want it to break in your luggage in your suitcase.
absolutely.
Bring small bottles.
Yeah. Sarah says, hi, I'm Sarah. I'm 26 years old and now I live in Bologna. Hi, Sarah. So you are one of our students.
Hi,
In
Sal.
my suitcase, I always have my beauty case. Good. And a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
Nice. Your beauty case. Be careful of the spelling. Maybe Kate can show you the correct spelling. But yes, your beauty case is essentially your toiletries, probably including also your makeup in your beauty case.
Makeup and toiletries.
Nice. And Katerina says, hi, I'm Katerina from Livorno. It takes 20-30 minutes by car to Bologna or to Livorno. I don't understand. From where, Katerina?
Yeah, are
Uh,
you near Livorno or are you in Livorno? Mm-hmm.
Um,
Beauty case.
yeah, nice. Another thing I always have in my suitcase is my phone charger.
Yes, that
Yeah,
is very important.
I
I
always have my
also.
phone charger. Yeah.
Okay. Aloisa,
Hi, Lisa.
nice to meet you. And
Nice
you
to
live
see you.
near Milan. Mhm.
Nice. Let us know what you always have in your suitcase. Raisa's here. Hi, Raisa. Nice to see you.
Raisa. Okay, hello, my teachers. Hi, I'm Raisa from Moldova, but I live in Bologna. In my suitcase, I have books for me and for my children, and
Nice.
documents and medicine. Really
Yeah,
nice.
that's actually a good idea. We didn't mention this one. Sometimes you need to take certain medicines when you're traveling.
Mhm,
I, for example, always have my allergy medicine. If I am
mhm,
traveling, especially in the spring, I have a lot of allergies. So I always have my little pills for my allergies.
mhm. That's very, very useful.
Yeah.
Um,
Painkillers always.
I'm also like you. I bring my Kindle, and what's very important for me also is to bring some way to listen to music, like
Oh, absolutely.
headphones.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Now,
headphones are what Sophia is wearing.
yeah. I call these earphones actually.
Hmm.
I call these earphones because they go in my ears. My headphones would go over my head like this.
Yeah, they're all in the same category, but yes. So we have headphones, we have earphones, and we have earbuds.
Exactly. In fact, now today I am using my earphones, but usually when I'm listening to music, I use my earbuds.
Mm-hmm. All
Let's see
right.
what Nicoletta says. Hey, Nicoletta, welcome. I'm Nika from, I can't read that, Chioggia?
Georgia, Georgia,
Chioggia,
Georgia,
Chioggia,
Georgia,
Chioggia, I think,
Georgia,
near Venice.
Georgia.
In my suitcase, there's always all the necessary to wash myself. Yes, your toiletries, your beauty case.
You would say this. You would say necessities.
Necessities.
Necessities to wash yourself. Right. Good. So necessary is a modifier. Necessities, they are a collective noun.
Good.
Good. All right. And then we have Katerina.
Yeah, she says, hi, I'm Caterina from Livorno, not so far from Pisa. It takes 20, 30 minutes by car. Okay, I was calling my grandmother. That's okay, call your grandmother. In general, call your grandparents in this period. They are lonely and they cannot visit you, so call your grandparents. I am
Yeah.
trying to call my grandpa as much as possible because I know he's so bored at home.
I
So
believe you.
yes, call
We
your
have a question.
grandparents and your parents.
We also have a question here. So the question is, do you mean a job suitcase or a holiday suitcase? So in this case, we're talking about holidays, right?
Yeah, we're talking about holidays in this focus, but I mean, you can interpret it as you prefer. Tell us also about, I mean, usually when it's something that is essential, it goes in both suitcases for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Speaking of holidays, as you can see, I wear glasses. So when I go on my summer holiday, it's very, very important for me to have my sunglasses because I have graded sunglasses. They are sunglasses so I can see. So if I forget them, I have a problem because I cannot go on holiday and just say, oh, I will buy sunglasses. No, I need my sunglasses. So this is a necessity for me.
Yes, graded sunglasses. Love that. So I think that is good. Would you like to take a look at our activity?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, let's do it. So here we have, let me get rid of the banner here. Da-da-da-da-da. Ta-da.
Choosing a holiday is the title of our focus. So our objectives for today. Kate can read our objectives.
In this focus activity, holiday vocabulary, using comparatives, and talking about pros and cons.
Perfect, really nice.
Mhm.
So let's go on first to talk about, this is the nostalgia lesson, guys. We're going to talk about our last holiday. So think about your last holiday. Shall we alternate these questions?
Absolutely. Would you like to go first?
Okay, where did you go?
What did you do there?
What was the food like?
What were the people like?
What was the best part?
And what would you change about it?
Very nice.
We have an
Andrea
answer.
says, I always have my sunglasses. Yes, because they are very beautiful to wear. Yeah, it's sunglasses are just automatic cool. You know, you put them on and you're just like, yeah.
Well, I have to say, I have a funny, very short anecdote about this.
Okay, go on.
When I first arrived for the very first time in Italy in my life, okay, and I flew into Bologna, I remember getting off the plane, and when I looked around me, even though the sun was so intense and bright, nobody was wearing sunglasses. And
Okay.
since it was my first time in the country, I started to feel self-conscious. Like, I looked around and I said, can they tell I'm a tourist? Do people wear sunglasses here? No, and it was because, well, I don't know really, but in the end, it was just a funny experience.
Yeah, maybe it was just, like sometimes it was just one of those random sunny days that nobody really expects, maybe. So
Mhm.
people weren't prepared with their sunglasses.
Right,
But
and I think, yeah, it was just really funny. I was really self-conscious.
But let us know in the comments. Tell us about your last holiday. Where
Where
did you
did you
go?
go?
Yeah, etc. Answer these questions.
Where did
Do you
you go?
remember? Oh, I was going to ask you. I was very, very fortunate. I was very lucky because I had my last holiday quite recently. In fact, it was at the very end of February. So I was lucky. I went to Berlin at the end of February.
Yeah, I remember that. How was that trip?
That was a wonderful trip. It was very emotional. I saw my sisters, I saw some old friends again, and it was a really emotional weekend. Where did you go on your last holiday, Kate?
That's lovely. For my last holiday, I went with you. Remember this?
Palermo.
Oh yeah, when we
Yeah,
went to
fantastic.
Palermo. Yeah.
Cool. You didn't go anywhere for Christmas after that?
No, we stayed at home because we have Raffaele. I think he says, "Ooh, first hi."
Hi, Raffaele.
And then my last holiday, I went last year. So no preposition and no article. Just I went last year to Phuket, Thailand.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Be careful of your spelling of holiday and remember always go with to, always, okay? 99% of the time when you say go or went in the past, we need to.
Yeah. So it looks like this. So the spelling is holiday, and we always need to. And that also applies almost always to travel, like to noun or verbs where you're moving. So
Yeah.
travel to,
Drive,
go to,
fly.
to, drive to. Okay.
Exactly.
Good.
So yeah, Palermo was your last holiday. Fantastic.
And it was wonderful, and we had so much fun. And next time we should get an Airbnb together. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think so too. So what did you do in Palermo?
Ooh, well, I think you know.
Yeah, I was there. Actually, let's look. We've got some comments. Andrea says, "My last vacation was in the Dolomites in December. I went with my friends and my girlfriend. The food was very delicious, but the main part, maybe the main objective, of the holiday was to try to learn to ski. Very nice to try to learn to ski. Good job, Andrea.
Wonderful.
Did you manage to ski? Did you learn to ski? Please don't leave us in suspense, Andrea. Did you ski?" Nicoletta says, "I'm lucky too. For St. Valentine's Day, I went to Marrakesh for 5 days." Wow. You have such a good boyfriend, Nicoletta, taking you to Marrakesh for St. Valentine's Day.
Wonderful. Okay, and then we have a new person. Hello, Francesca.
Hi, Francesca.
Welcome to the stream. Let us know where you last went on vacation or on holiday. Yes, I'm so American. I say vacation.
I'm British, so I say holiday. As you prefer.
I wanted to tell you something, but hold on, because we have an answer here. My sister has lived in Berlin for about 1 year for work.
Perfect, present perfect, Katerina. Very good.
It was gorgeous, yeah. Grammar. Before this period, I often flew there, and the last time I came back to Livorno, and in this case, you would actually use went back to Livorno, because you, okay.
She's in Livorno though, so I came back to Livorno, I think is okay.
Okay.
She's in Livorno now.
Oh, okay, good. The last time I came back to Livorno, my city, was 2 months ago. So I was lucky too. Really nice. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we have another one. Fantastic.
At the end of January, I went to Valencia with one of my friends. We sightsaw, yes. I don't know if we use sightseeing as a verb. I think we went sightseeing or we saw, Sarah. Probably the best thing to do is just say we saw a lot of monuments, because sightseeing is not a verb. It's an activity. It's a noun. We saw a lot of monuments, and the food was very good. The climate was hotter than Bologna, and the people were very friendly. Really nice answer, Sarah. Very complete. Well done.
Wonderful. I love it. Yeah, and so this is the spelling climate. It's really, really good. Okay. Eloisa says,
hi.
What was that?
No, I just said hi to Eloisa. Welcome.
Oh, hi. Welcome. I think we greeted her earlier, or maybe it was the day. Oh, I don't remember. Okay, well, welcome again. Last summer, I went to Umbria and I visited many historical cities. Wonderful. The food was very good and the people were, remember, we again need that verb to be, very friendly.
Yeah, so I think if she's making like a list, the food was very good and the people very friendly, I think you can, sometimes you can eliminate it. Nice one, Eloisa.
Yeah, that's really good. Remember an article though, if you want the list. Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay. Andrea said I had pains for days. Maybe I had plans. Oh, I had pains for days.
No,
for skiing. Yeah, I had pains for days. It didn't go very well. I don't know if I want to become I have never tried skiing in my life. Have you skied, Kate?
No, and I'm terrified of skiing.
Ah, okay. No, I'm just terrified that I will break my leg and go to hospital.
I mean, I'd be okay with that, but that's because I'm insane. But anyway.
I don't want to hurt myself.
I don't mind hurting myself.
Sabrina says, she says, hi, my last holiday I went to. Well done, Sabrina. I went to. Thank you. Yes. To Fuerteventura in December.
Fuerteventura.
Where is Fuerteventura?
Tell us. We don't know.
Oh, you don't know either?
No.
Oh, I feel less ignorant now.
No, you're fine. You're okay. My last holiday was to Germany. Wonderful. 2. Yes. I went with my family and it was very difficult because I went by car. Yeah, Germany is clean and a beautiful country.
Good. Be careful of your spelling, Raisa, of beautiful country. Maybe you are typing and you're trying to type quickly, but be careful of the spelling of these 2 words.
Yeah, I'll let you know in the comments how it. Oh, that my spelling was
no. Don't listen to Kate's. Don't read Kate's spelling. It's she's also trying to be quick. Let's see Francesca's. Francesca says, my last vacation was in Fano. It is, remember your subject, it is a little city near the Serra.
Sea, maybe? Near the sea.
Maybe. It's a very quiet place, perfect to relax and enjoy. To enjoy relaxing, maybe.
To relax and enjoy yourself, if you would like to.
That would be the best one. Do you want to write? Let's rewrite that last one. So it's a very quiet. Be careful of your spelling. Quite quiet place. Perfect to relax and enjoy yourself. Wonderful, guys. These are fantastic. I noticed that everybody is very enthusiastic to talk about their last holidays. I think it's the consequence or the effect of staying inside. Everybody is very nostalgic for their travels and going on holiday. Tell us also.
Oh, I have a typo.
Sorry, it's okay. It's a very quiet place, perfect to relax and enjoy yourself. Very good.
Wonderful. Forgive me for my typos. I have this computer with an American keyboard and Italian, but it's on the Italian setting. So if I make some mistakes, it's because the keys aren't right. Okay.
Sabrina laughs at our ignorance and says Fuerteventura is a beautiful Spanish island about 100 kilometers to the African coast. Lovely.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
And yours? Oh, right. She's asking about us. Okay.
Oh, good. My last holiday, I went to Terminio. I was going to ski, but I broke my knee. Oh no, that's terrible. You see, this is why we don't ski. This is why we're terrible. We don't want to.
I would like to learn to snowboard, actually.
Okay. I wonder which one is more difficult. Raffaele, be careful of holiday and remember your past tense. Broken is the past participle. I have broken. The past simple is broke. Okay, I broke my knee.
I'll put that as well. I broke my knee. Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, I'll tell you about Berlin. So in Berlin, I went for my friend's birthday party. My friend turned 30 years old. She is my first friend to become 30, so it was a very important birthday. So we had a birthday party and we did some sightseeing. The food was okay. Actually, we ate at home. I stayed at my friend's house, so we usually ate at my friend's house. And the people were very, very friendly and very welcoming as well. The best part was the party.
Of course.
And what would I change about it? I changed the weather because I went for 3 days, but unfortunately it rained for the entire time. And it's very difficult to sightsee when it's raining.
Yes.
So I would change the weather. Unfortunately, we were unlucky. What about, tell us about Palermo, Kate, about the food, the people, the best parts.
Okay, good. Sure. I went to Palermo in December, right before Christmas. Okay, hold on. We do have a question here. Sorry, a little question. I wrote a small comment a few minutes ago. The correct preposition for come back is to.
Yes.
Yeah, come back to. Yeah.
Always. Yeah. As we said before, it's in Italian, you change it depending on, is it a city, is it a country? In English, no. Whenever you have movement or travel, it's always to. Okay.
Good job. Yes. So yeah, I went to Palermo right before the Christmas holiday. So it was on the 22nd, or no, the 19th to the 22nd, right?
Nice.
And what did I do? Well, I was there for work with some of my colleagues, including but not limited to Sophia. And
we love Palermo.
We do. We love Palermo. This wonderful, beautiful place. So at first we went to a work convention and then after to a big party for our job. And then later we did some sightseeing and we did some activities. So the food was amazing. I ate so many arancine that I would eat 3 or 4 a day. It was ridiculous. And cannoli. And the people were very friendly, though maybe not the regular people were very nice. Maybe some of the shops, like the people who worked in the shops, were a little unfriendly, but it's because I understand we were tourists.
Yeah.
What was the best part? The best part was getting to spend time with my husband and all of my colleagues that I consider friends, which are all of them. They're all wonderful people. And what would I change about it? I would maybe have changed the weather at the start. There was one day when we went to the Catacombe dei Cappuccini and it was raining.
Oh,
And
yeah, I remember that. The
yeah,
weather was very strange in Palermo.
it was very
Very.
changeable.
Yeah. One
Hmm.
day it was summer, next day it was autumn. One day the wind was crazy.
And the wind was crazy, yeah. And we walked with no umbrellas and no, like, not wearing the correct jackets.
Yeah.
And yeah, that wasn't good. But the rest was fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sabrina says in Fuerteventura, I did surf. It was my first time. Fantastic. The weather was sunny, but a bit windy. But I imagine that for surfing, it was perfect.
Yeah. Have you ever
Okay.
surfed?
Never, but I'd like to.
Me too. I would definitely try that. Maybe we can go surfing. I
Yeah,
need
we'll find a place.
I need an adventurous friend because my husband is not very adventurous. Um, okay, very cool, very cool.
Go on to our next activity. Let's talk with our holiday habits. So, number one, how far in advance do you like to plan your holidays?
Now, what does that mean? Yeah.
In advance, yeah. So, in advance is like before or previously, okay? So, do you plan your holidays before your holidays, or are you a bit of a last minute planner?
Ooh, that's so good.
Yeah, last minute planning of your holidays. What about what kind of planner are you, Kate? And also let us know in the comments what kind of planner are you, in advance or last minute?
Yeah. Do you prefer to plan in advance or do you prefer to plan at the last minute, we say? So in advance or at the last minute. For me personally, I am in the middle. I like to
Okay.
plan my trip very much in advance,
Yeah.
but I won't pack my suitcase until the last minute.
Okay. So when I was a student, I was a very last minute holiday planner. I would say, oh, let's go, like especially in the summer, let's go camping. And 3 days before, I would book everything. But now, because I work and I have to get my holidays, ask my boss for permission, etc., book flights. So I have to plan 3 or 4 months in advance.
Same here. Okay.
Francesca says, usually I schedule it 2 weeks before my trip. I would consider this quite last minute.
Me
For me,
too.
this is quite last minute planning.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. Yeah, well, that's cool. I mean, I used to enjoy doing that as well.
When
Yeah.
we had time and
Mhm.
freedom. I prefer to plan my holidays in advance. Nice, Martina.
Yeah.
How far in advance? How many months is in advance?
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, I do miss that ability to just say, "Hey, would you like to go camping?" And you say yes, and we say okay, and we get in the car and we go camping.
Yeah.
Now it's like, "Would you like to go camping?" Well, I don't know.
Let me arrange it with this. Let me arrange it. Let me organize work. Let me organize my responsibilities. It's now. I already have planned my next holiday.
Oh, tell us about it.
Well, I've booked my summer holiday already to go to Greece to see my family at the end of July, and I hope I can go.
Hope, hope, hope. Okay, well, I will hope with you as well.
Let's see what Francesca says. I prefer summer. Nice. Francesca's on the second question already. Tell us why, Francesca. Why do you prefer the summer holidays?
Yeah, let us know. That's a fantastic question as well, isn't it? Yeah, why do you prefer summer holidays? What kind of holidays do you prefer?
Definitely summer holidays, but let's look at Nicoletta's response. Do you want to read it?
Sure. I check my documents and then, remember, than with an A is the comparative. So you say, and then with an E before I go or before going. So you can make this continuous, or if you don't, you need a subject. Before I go, I check, because we have a bit of a false friend here. Yeah, control and check. So you check the weather. So I can choose what kind of clothes to put into the suitcase. All right.
I am the same. Yeah, go on.
No, I was going to ask you, Sophia, can you tell them what is the difference between check and control?
Okay, so check is what in Italian you would say control. So you could say, I check the weather, I check maybe my homework to see if it is correct, I check the date, etc. So check is to verify if something is correct or incorrect. Control in English is more the sense of manipulate, okay? If I control somebody, I manipulate them. Or if I, for example, control the weather, it's like I'm a superhero. I have a superpower and I can control the weather. So I can manipulate or change something. Okay. So be careful in English. When you mean to say control, usually it's better to say check. Okay. But I am the same as Nicoletta. I absolutely agree. I check the weather obsessively before I pack because I want my clothes to be absolutely correct.
Wonderful. That's a good thing. It's a great quality. We have also, it depends on the type of trip. Don't forget that. Final S, but good.
Yeah,
Really good.
depends. Good. Okay, Martina, can you develop your answer a bit? Tell us more. Katerina says, the first time I went to Berlin, I ate a delicious Italian pizza with my sister and we drank tap water, which is free. I was pleasantly surprised by this little discovery. Katerina, that is excellent. Pleasantly surprised. I love that expression.
Yeah,
I've never drank tap water before. I think it doesn't exist in Italy.
Tap water.
Yeah, I mean, you open your tap and but this is a very Italian thing of only drinking from the bottle. I mean, I drink the water in my kitchen from the tap. Is that tap water or is it actual water, like bottled water?
That's bottled water, yeah.
It's quite an Italian habit that people will only drink from bottles. They don't drink the tap water, even if you can. Yeah.
Even though I hear it is more nutritious to drink tap water.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go through the comments because we're a bit behind. I usually plan my holiday in advance because I can find a cheaper airline ticket. Fantastic, Sabrina. But I pack my luggage at least. Maybe you mean at the last minute.
Yeah.
But Sabrina is similar to you, Kate.
Okay. Well, yeah, she is very similar to me. I can tell. All right. Sarah says, usually I book my weekend holidays 4 to 5 days before, but I plan my long holidays in advance. Good.
Good. Francesca says, I prefer summer holidays because it is possible to cut with my job. Maybe it is possible to organize with my job, maybe?
Yeah, to have a break from my job.
Maybe, yeah. Cut with my job. We imagine you mean that you have holidays from work so you can utilize them.
Good. Rafaela says, I prefer 2 months, a year, okay? But my boss gives, because this is something that's true in general, we use present simple, gives me only 15 days.
Oh, no, that's not enough.
It's not enough.
Not enough at all. I prefer to plan my holidays in advance, 2 to 3 months before, so I have the opportunity to organize everything in the best way. Fantastic.
Yeah, really good.
Let's see some more. Go on.
Eloisa says, for me, it depends on the type of vacation. If I was alone last minute, if I were, okay, this is a strange one. It's conditional.
Well, maybe if I am, because it's always true again. If I am alone, last minute. If I am with friends.
Sure.
Right, because it's general.
If you prefer, yeah. I was saying it because she put both of them in the past, but if I am alone, I'll do it last minute. If I am with my friends, I prefer planning in advance. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay, and we have Raisa.
I prefer to plan my holiday 1 month in advance. Raisa, be careful, in advance. My favorite season for holiday is spring or autumn because in the summer it is very crowded. Yeah, good point, Raisa. Don't forget your subject. In the summer, it is very crowded.
Boom.
Nice.
I prefer summer holidays. I love the sea, the beach, and the heat.
Yeah.
Now, hot is a little different. Heat is the noun. If something is hot, that's an adjective. So yeah, I love the sea, the beach, and the heat, but I hate the humidity.
Yeah. But if you go to the beach, usually it's not so humid, especially if it's windy. You can avoid it. Yeah.
That's true.
Um,
That's true.
shall we just look? A lot of people are answering the first and second question. What about the third one? Which do you prefer, packaged holidays or planning your own? Can you explain maybe packaged holidays, Kate?
Sure. Okay. I'll also type this out a bit. So a package holiday is a holiday where maybe you go to a travel agency and you book your holiday so you can pay for everything all together. So you say, okay, I want a package holiday. So I want to pay for the hotel, the excursions, the travel, maybe food or restaurant vouchers, and all of these things, all one price together in a package that you get from a travel agency.
In fact, in Britain, we say also all-inclusive holidays. I don't know if you say that in American, but we can also say all-inclusive for package holidays.
Yeah, I'll write that as well. An all-inclusive holiday where you pay a single price for everything.
Yeah. I've been on one packaged holiday in my life. Have you ever been on a packaged holiday, Kate?
Yes, only one, and it was for my honeymoon.
Oh, okay, nice.
So I have the definition here. And yes, so I went to Alto Adige for my honeymoon. We had a package where we stayed at a 5-star hotel called the Alpen Palace. And it included the gala, so dinner every night, and also some excursions to the surrounding area.
Nice. Very cool.
We went horseback riding. It was cool.
Oh, wow. Wonderful. That's my dream.
Well, one day when you get married, maybe, possibly, I don't know, could happen, could not happen, but maybe one day in general we can go horseback riding.
Yeah. Nice. Let's see. Fraser says, cool, I prefer packaged holidays. It's very good for family. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you already have so much to manage, so much to think about with children. And I think, if I remember correctly, Reza has 2 children, maybe 3, but I think 2. So you already have so much to think about. You don't want to think about also organizing and planning. So you leave that to a professional.
Yeah, exactly. It is a lot more relaxing, but I can imagine.
Yeah.
But I do prefer to plan my own. And you?
I prefer planning my holiday. I went on one packaged holiday in my life. I went to Istanbul with a group. My mother was there and some friends of my mother, but we were in a big group. We went by coach, okay, by bus. But everything was planned, the restaurants, the activities, and my favorite day was actually the free day where we decided what we could do. That was my favorite day. So
I believe you. Free will is important.
Yeah. Sabrina says, I prefer planning my holiday. Last March, I went to Japan with my boyfriend. He planned everything. Really nice. Good answer.
Really fantastic. Please let me know where in Japan you went. I have an interest there. Okay. I prefer summer holidays because I love going snorkeling. Good.
Or just snorkeling is fine.
Or just snorkeling. It's good. I love sightseeing new places. Good. Okay. Here we go for Katerina as well.
Oh gosh, what is the difference between to hunt and to package? For both of these actions, I usually search on internet, but I think they're different. Yeah, they are different because to package something, imagine that you want to send something by post, not a letter, but an object by post. You package it, you put it in a box to send by a post. That's to package something, like to in a box or a carton. I mean, to hunt is to search for something.
Good, right. To search for something. So here is a definition.
So they're not very similar, really. To package, to put.
Mhm.
Nice. That's a really good explanation. Nice.
It's exactly what you said. I was
Sorry,
taking
you've managed to write it so quickly. Let's see what. Oh, Sarah and Nicoletta says.
Sada says, I prefer planning my holidays without the help of an agency. Perfect sentence. Really good. I would choose the best for me according to my needs. Nice.
Very nice. I understand, Sarah.
Perfect.
Nicoletta says, I prefer a mix. The travel agency books for me the plane tickets and the hotel, but not the other activities. Nice job.
Yes, good. All right. Nice. So this is really interesting. We do have one more question. So what things do you need to think about when you are planning a holiday? For example, what does this mean, this question here, Sophia?
So I think we're talking about what we need to consider when we are planning our own holidays. Okay, so let's imagine you want to go on holiday. What do you need to do? Especially, what do you need to book or reserve, maybe? Let's see what Tina's answer.
Usually I prefer planning my holidays by myself. Nice. But for my honeymoon, I chose. Do you think chose? Yeah, in the past. Packaged holidays. Oh my gosh, you went to Washington. Okay, which Washington? Or do you mean Washington State on the West Coast? Or do you mean Washington, D.C. on the East Coast in Maryland? I'm very familiar with both of them. So no matter what you say, I'm going to be familiar with it. As it turns out.
So tell us in the chat, what things do you need to think about when you're planning a holiday?
I'll tell you, the first thing I always think about are, of course, the airline tickets. So
the tickets, the trip.
Yeah, just getting there, I think, is step one.
It could also be a train, it could be a bus, but the tickets are very important.
I guess I'm still thinking about Japan, so airline tickets. Yeah, but yeah, also a train. We like to travel up to like Trentino Alto Adige by train usually. It's 6 hours in a train, by the way.
Yeah, it's quite far. I remember that I went to Trentino. I don't think it was 6 hours. It was slightly less. We took the train north. It felt like it was slightly less.
It depends on how fast the train is moving.
Francesca, no, sorry, not Washington.
Oh, sad. But please let us know where it was, because now I'm extremely curious. I know the USA. So,
okay. My past holidays, I bought the ticket in advance. Very nice, Francesca. I prefer planning a holiday without other helps because I like satisfying all my little wishes.
Yeah, really nice. Me too. Like being in Palermo was wonderful because as soon as we were finished with the part that was for our job, we booked a few extra days to stay there just to enjoy ourselves. So I had a little wish, for example, to go buy myself some jewelry. And I did.
Yeah, let's do what you want.
Yeah, why not?
But thinking again about planning a holiday, so we talked about transport. I would say it's also very important to look at accommodation. You need to know where you will stay, where you will sleep.
And what you prefer, a hostel, a hotel. Okay, we have Raffaele. I prefer planning my holidays. Remember that final S on the internet because it's much cheaper.
Good.
Oh, you were so close to that perfect comparative, Raffaele. Good job.
Nice. Very good job, Raffaele. And Sarah says, when I plan a holiday, I think firstly about the budget. Yeah. You know, I should think about the budget, but when it's holidays, I'm so flexible. I might say one budget, but then I will always go over and I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's a holiday.
Yeah.
When it's a holiday, the expense is it's not about the expense.
Exactly. Good. When I plan a holiday, I look at, yes, you want to look at the transportation, the accommodations, the food. Good. Usually base my research on TripAdvisor. Like my husband.
You use TripAdvisor. Nice. I sometimes use TripAdvisor for restaurants.
Yes.
Sometimes I will use TripAdvisor for restaurants, but I don't follow it very much.
I will tell you the one and only time, like every time I don't use TripAdvisor and my husband is with me, I always have a bad and sometimes even funny, it's so bad it's hilarious, restaurant experience. And then people always bring that up.
Because you don't use TripAdvisor?
Yeah, we have one of our favorite stories is the time we visited one of the worst restaurants in Rome because I was so hungry and impatient that I insisted. It's right next to the Wax Museum. I won't say because I don't even remember the name. But we went there, and during that meal, one of the things that happened was that another couple, a French couple, came into the restaurant. They sat down, and as soon as they sat down, the chair broke beneath the woman, and she fell. And so then the owner tried to convince them to stay, but they were obviously upset. And so when they left, the owner was like, you know, and my husband and I just sort of looked at each other and were like, okay.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Fantastic, great.
Oh my God.
Right. So, nice, Raffaella. One P. Good.
Let's look at, should we look at some vocabulary?
Sure.
Okay.
So let's start with transportation. Can you think of some words related to transportation?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. And Sophia.
Me. Words for transportation. So types of transportation, we can talk. I wasn't sure what you wanted me to do. We can say, well, we have the classic bus, train, airplane. We also have, for example, if I want to take a bus, when I went to Austria last year, I didn't go by plane. I went by a very specific type of bus. Do you know what it's called? A bus that goes to a different city?
No.
So it's a coach. When I travel by coach, it's like a bus, but I go outside of the city. I go to a different city, a different country.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've got some nice words from Katarina. Moped, scooter, cruise, boat.
Yeah, we have train, car, bus from Aloisa, and then car, moped, scooter, cruise, boat, bicycle, on foot,
Let's look at transportation here.
Yeah, so let's just pull that up. Boom.
Cool. We also have a word here, to rent. Let us know, what is the difference between to rent and to buy? Hi, Manuela. Thank you for joining us. You're a little bit late, but not a problem. We also have fuel. So your fuel is your gas or your petrol, what you put in the car to make it move.
Petrol, right. Good. And we also have a motorway. So a motorway is like a road or a street, but typically it's a big road for many cars that are traveling long distances, okay? And you can drive faster. That's a motorway. We are almost finished. Before we get to the end here, because we have just a few minutes, the first thing I'd like to say is please, if you can, check us out on our Facebook page. It's called Maya's SOS English. As it turns out, Sophia here, ding, is one of the many teachers that checks this Facebook page to answer your questions. You can see she's a wonderful teacher with a lot of knowledge, so ask her anything.
Let's bring up our vocabulary just for the last slide, just so that our students can see it if they want to study these words by themselves at home. Oh no, I meant the words, yeah.
There we go.
So you can have a look at these words if you want to pause the video and see some words for different types of holiday. Shall we go over some things that we did today?
Sure, why don't we have a chat?
So remember the word for all the things you need in the bathroom, your toothpaste, your toothbrush, your shower gel. These are your toiletries.
Toiletries.
Yeah. And what else did we want to remind you? Oh, yeah. Go on, Kate.
I was going to talk about a package holiday, but you go ahead.
Go on.
Okay, a package holiday, for example, a holiday where all of the costs, everything you pay is included, a package holiday. What else?
I was going to remind you of your preposition to. Anytime that you have movement, go, come, fly, drive, travel, transfer, always to in English, okay?
Ways to.
Um,
Okay.
that's all we have time for.
All right.
Thank you
guys
very
so much.
much.
And this was Sophia, and I am Kate. And it was a pleasure to meet you all. Have a great afternoon, guys. And in 10 minutes, there'll be another webinar right here. Stay tuned. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.